Stock car main event forming up down the back straightaway. Caution light is off. We'll fire this time. Mike Swanson, Tim Gonska, the front row. Once Tim Gonska takes the green flag, he is your champion. Green in the air. And 6 in a row for Tim Gonska. Gonska not done there. Going to jump out to the top spot. Brody Carlsrud going to try to follow, and caution going to come out. 980 Woody around in 1 and 2. Green back in the air. Tim Gonska back out to the top spot. Brody Carlsrud trying to follow around the 18 of Swanson. Everybody working around the 18 of Swanson off the pace down the back straightaway. Now sideways. Big time save by Swanson there. And not so much for Dan Ekblad. Green back in the air. Chris Peterson and Tim Gonska going to try strike 3 off the front row. And strike 3 it is. Chad Schroeder, Dan Ekblad together in 1 and 2. Caution back out. Stock cars apparently wanting a 10-lap feature event tonight. Chris Peterson, Tim Gonska going to go side by side. Caden Woody, Brody Carlsrud, Aaron Johnson trying to take advantage of a gift down here in the top 5. Chad Schroeder trying to work up through as well. Sideways goes the 980 of Woody. Nearly contact with the 442 of Johnson as Chris Peterson trying to hold smooth out front. Brody Carlsrud trying to muscle his way up through in the B1. Battle for the top. Caden Woody going to slide out in front of the 44 of Peterson. Peterson working back to the top. Problems for the 7K as Schroeder down into the infield. Brody Carlsrud going to split the gap. A lot of sparks flying off the back left rear of the 980 of Woody. Johnson trying to help make more. Brody Carlsrud getting himself right up in the mix. Young man picking up some confidence after that win last Friday tonight. Hanging right there with him. Caden Woody going to try to shut the door. Johnson going to try to kick it open. Carlsrud going to get contact with the 442. He'll sneak around into the second spot. Keep your eyes on that young man. Brody Carlsrud on a mission in B1. Woody trying to shut the door. Carlsrud, Johnson going to stay door to door right behind. Tim Gonska, Chris Peterson, your top 5 as they run. Gonska up the track. Peterson going to clear him into 4th. Carlsrud around Johnson into 2nd. Now going to set his sights on the 980 of Woody for the top spot. Contact 3 of Christ, 18X of Edblad off of 4. Problems for the 1 junior, Tim Johnson off the pace down into the infield. Battle for the top as they come into 3 and 4. Carlsrud on the bottom. Woody on the top, bumping and grinding off of 4 at the line. Carlsrud, your leader that time. Aaron Johnson now going to look top shelf as the 980 and the B1 staying door to door. 3-car battle now as Caden Woody tries to shut the door halfway this time. A lot of contact, the 442 and the B1 down the front straightaway. That actually might have helped Brody turn into 1 and 2. Jaden Christ around Tim Gonska into the top 5. Little bumper tag. Johnson trying to give Woody a nudge. Caden Woody stretching just a little bit that time off of 2. Now Johnson getting the run. Carlsrud right behind, going to try to diamond it down to the bottom side. Battle for 4th, Jaden Christ, Chris Peterson, Dan Ekblad beating and banging. Gonska now going to get some sheet metal in there as well. Back at the top 3. Aaron Johnson trying to set up Caden Woody. Brody Carlsrud waiting for a window. Door to door they come. Contact off of 4. Everybody keeping it straight. Johnson going to try to go top shelf, see if Woody slides up to break the momentum. He will this time. Next time by, 2 to go. Johnson going to go top shelf. Side by side as they come off of 4. Woody going to slide up to protect. Shape it up to be a good one, but Johnson, big time wiggle in 1 and 2. That's going to give Caden 3 to go for Caden Woody, and 980 this time by. Johnson again going to look top shelf. Brody Carlsrud trying to get to the bottom. Chris Peterson, Jaden Christ right there as well. Johnson going to get big time momentum top side. Woody going to try to break it. Johnson problems for the 4-4-2. All kinds out of sorts. Has to hold on to it. That's going to allow Jaden Christ up into the 3rd spot in 3. Next time by, white flag for Woody and 980. White flag, 1 to go. Ekblad, the 18X, taking a big slide bottom side, trying to pick up a couple spots. Carlsrud going to give it one more shot down into 3 and 4. Checker's going to fly for Caden Woody in 980. Brody Carlsrud, Jaden Christ, Aaron Johnson, Dan Ekblad, Chris Peterson, Tim Gonska, Ken Teets, Dan McCain going to round it out.